Rahmen der diesjährigen Intersolar North America wird zum ersten Mal die Sonderausstellung PV Energy World organisiert mit Hauptthema Energiespeicherung. Gesucht werden dabei innovative Technologien und klare Visionen für die Weiterentwicklung der Energiespeicherung in Verbindung mit Photovoltaik. Des Weiteren zählt das Fraunhofer-Institut für solare Energiesysteme ISE als eine weltweit führende Forschungseinrichtung auf diesem Sektor zu den Veranstaltern dieser Sonderausstellung, die sicherlich viele Diskussionen unter den Besuchern anregen wird. Auf die Energiespeicher wird ein besonderes Augenmerk gerichtet sein, denn hier sehen viele Experten den Schlüssel zur verbesserten Nutzung erneuerbarer Energien. PV Energy World wird teilweise von der CESA, California Energy Storage Alliance, sowie von Strategen Consulting unterstützt, welche die Interessen der Storage- und Komponentenhersteller sowie von Entwicklern und Systemintegratoren vertreten. Des Weiteren zählt das Fraunhofer-Institut für solare Energiesysteme ISE als eine weltweit führende Forschungseinrichtung auf diesem Sektor zu den Veranstaltern dieser Sonderausstellung, die sicherlich viele Diskussionen unter den Besuchern anregen wird. Right behind me there is a lecture at the PV Energy World, and next to me we have Miss Janice Lin. She is co-founder of the California Energy Storage Alliance. Welcome to RERi PV TV, Miss Lin.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
My first question is, California Energy Storage Alliance sounds like many members and partners. Who are those partners?
Our member companies consist of approximately 40 different commercial entities. These are businesses from all around the world. It includes every form of grid storage is represented, from companies that develop large pumped hydro projects to thermal storage, electrochemical storage, many types of batteries, flow batteries, and among our membership, because our mission is to further renewable energy, we do include some very successful renewable energy developers and component manufacturers as well, solar and wind.
Which is the common goal of all those partners?
Our goal is to accelerate the adoption of energy storage as a mainstream energy resource, explicitly to advance the deployments of renewable energy and create a cleaner, more efficient, reliable, and sustainable electric power system, and affordable electric power system in California.
What has to be the next big step for a solid development and establishment of energy storage as energy source?
Sure. So development of any new energy technology market is built on establishing bankable cash flows. And energy storage is no different from PV. We need to obtain the means to be compensated for the services that energy storage provides, whether that's an application behind the meter or a utility scale application. We have the laws and the rules and the forums here in California to make that happen. So what needs to happen next? Implementation.
And what are the most interesting products for the North American market?
Well, there's many products. When you think of the electric power system, there's a role for just about every type of energy storage system. The electric power system is so vast. So I'll give you some examples. There is thermal storage that is being commercially deployed today in conjunction with fossil fuel plants. The thermal storage coldness is generated at night when electricity is cheap and non-polluting, and then reused during peak times during the day when it's hot outside to cool the air intake of a fossil fuel plant, improving the the conversion efficiency of such plants very substantially. Energy storage is also being used behind the meter in homes and businesses in conjunction with PV systems. Energy storage systems are also being used in conjunction with large-scale wind and solar plants. They're also being used throughout the distribution system, at distribution and at transmission level. So when you think about that diversity of applications, there is a role for every technology.
And what are CESA's expectations for Intersolar 2012?
My expectation?
CESA's.
Yes. So our goal for participating here at Intersolar is to help spread the word about the benefits of integrating solar with storage. We think that the time is ripe for solar stakeholders to become more interested, and as you can see, many are, in the potential business opportunities that the integration of solar and storage provides.
You mentioned that energy storage has got to be affordable, and subsidies would be a big step towards becoming affordable. Are there any plans or stuff like that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because energy storage is actually affordable today in California. We have a program here called the California Self-Generation Incentive Program, and as a result of our efforts at CESA, energy storage is now eligible for buy-down incentives. Remember that this is the same program that provided buy-down incentives for solar, dating as far back as 2000, 2001. So today you can get $2 a watt for energy storage installed behind the meter, up to $3.5 million per project.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Janice Lin, co-founder of the California Energy Storage Alliance. Im Rahmen der PV Energy World halten zahlreiche Experten Vorträge über Technologien, politische Entscheidungen und sonstige Rahmenbedingungen für die Entwicklung der Energiespeicherung in Verbindung mit Photovoltaik. The PV Energy World Special Exhibition is in full swing, and I'm here with Mr. Bret Young from KACO. Welcome to RERi PV TV. We know that KACO is a market leader as far as inverters are concerned, but we also know that KACO is launching a brand new product. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, we're launching the Grid Save here, which is a solution for renewable intermittency. So with this product, we can now bridge the gap that traditional supply-side only inverters are giving to the grid and add a better profitability for the grid as well as a better profitable consumption of power for the home user. We're targeting the Grid Save to the residential application. It has a integrated inverter, charge controller, and battery pack all in one item. Controlled by a EMS, energy management system, that allows the system to use dynamic algorithms to learn the user's patterns, also understand the cost of energy that comes from the grid, and minimize that cost footprint for the end consumer. With our system, we can scale the inverter up to 7 kilowatts. We have charge controllers that can also scale, and we have the ability to have a lithium-ion battery pack up to 7 kilowatt hours. So here in the USA, the typical blackout is between 1.5 hours to 4 hours. So with this package, we can supply continuity of power to a house during a blackout, and that's brand new.
Is there a difference between the European and the American market for this kind of product?
We're a little bit behind the Europeans in looking at this because of the penetration of renewables is less here, but we're rapidly closing that gap. And so as we bring the Grid Save to the American product early next year, it'll be matched to the North American market.
Is it already available?
It'll be available Q1 of 2003 in North America. It's currently deployed in Germany and in South America.
And how are the sales going in Europe and in Germany and South America?
They're very, very excited because for once what we're trying to do with grid parity, it's not just the price of equipment, it's storage plus load management. And with that, you can now have the next phase of technology. So this is the second phase of technology for renewables, and we're looking very positively on its acceptance.
And what will be the next step? What is KACO working on?
So we're also this is behind the meter, so this would be at someone's residence. We're also working on what we call in front of the meter here in the North American market, which would be large-scale storage for central scale or utility scale inverters. So we're adding storage to improve the intermittency of traditional renewable energy suppliers.
Will you provide solutions for commercial or industrial users too?
Yes. So this is in front of the meter. So that will scale to the inverter size that we're offering. So we're playing both sides of the meter because of the penetration of renewables. We don't know which one will win at this point, but we're covering both bases.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bret Young from KACO.